Whew, just say I'm speechless. Let's go. Alright geeks, what's poppin'? Marvel Studios Avengers Age of Ultron DLX collectible figures. This is Iron Man Mark 44, if I remember my Roman numerals correctly from elementary school, the Hulkbuster by 30. So if you've been following me on this channel, you know that last year one of my favorite figures, if not my favorite figure, was this Iron Man right here from 30, and I've been patiently waiting for this Hulkbuster. And in all honesty, when I saw this announced, I didn't pre-order it. But then I think maybe a month later they followed up with this and showed that he goes inside there, and I was all on board. But that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and dig in. Alright, so it does have a showcase window. So it opens up into a bookcase view, and as I said, you've got that showcase window there. And man, this is one of those, I'm not an inbox collector, but this is one of those things where you just don't want to take it out of the box. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I just want him on the wall. Like I want to go in, take off all that plastic wrap, and then put it back on the wall like it's his actual storage case and just mount it. But I gotta get my hands on him. All right, so looking over here on the left, you see that they've blown up pieces of the armor to point them out. Here they're showing you this panel opens up. I believe it's a rocket launcher. Same on the other side. Then here it shows that the cockpit opens up for Tony Stark. And then, oh, the back lights up. Okay, yeah. Aw, dang it, the batteries. I gotta go find the batteries. The back of the box just shows you another stunning picture of this guy in all of his glory. Oh my gosh. Comes with an instruction booklet. Whew. This thing is a machine. And there he is in all of this plastic. Look at this guy. I think he loves me. He's like a velociraptor bonding with me at first sight out the box. Yes, I'm Mama Pop, or Papa Mom, or whatever you want to call me, Daddy. Alright, so full Hulkbuster here. He comes with some clenched fists. I don't know if those fingers are articulated. They look like they might be. And he's got some open palms here, and he's got some really wide open palms here. I gotta see what the difference is between those four. Oh wait, no, I don't think these are articulated. So his shoulder plates look like they connect right here. You got indentations, and they have pegs right in here. So go ahead and slide that on. There we go. Ooh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this big boy. Man, he is phenomenal. Just look at him. Let's stare at him for a second. Alright, I've got a better idea. Let's take a moment to bask in all of his big Hulk busting armory. Not a hot toy, but just as nice glory. And we're back. For you it was 1 second, for me it was 2 days. I could not find the batteries from the Iron Man 30 figure I have because my basement's a mess. And of course, if you watched that other video, the batteries for this thing are not sold locally. Home Depot, Lowe's, Walgreens, Walmart, Target, none of them sell it. I don't know why. It's a watch type battery, but it's just an odd size. So I had to order it from Amazon, and they didn't come till late last night, so it's too late for me to record. But anyway, let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open, get those batteries in, and see what he's talking about. All right, so the instructions here. You need 5 batteries. You're gonna need 2 for the helmet and 3 for his back. All right, this guy takes some juice, some power. Some power! So the instructions don't tell you how to take the helmet off, so I'm just gonna assume you pull it off. I hope you do, because if I'm wrong, I'll be quite upset. Oh, the neck extends there. God, that's not cool that they don't tell you how to do it in the instructions. Does it slide off? Oh yeah, it slides off. Okay, I think. This is just not the type of thing that you experiment with. It's not cheap. Come on, talk to me here. Alright, gotta Google it, because I'm not breaking my joint. Alright, shout out to the whoosh. There is a ball joint that the head's on, so it actually just pops off. So the thing I was scared to do, yeah, whoa, oh my goodness, still scared to do it, even though I saw it done. It's just, it looks so powerful, but it feels so fragile. Oh goodness, I want this, man, this is really freaking me out. All right, we're gonna come back to that. I didn't realize that there was lighting in the front as well, so this piece here opens up. This is such a machine. This is where you gotta have your tiny toolkit handy. That was easy. Magnetic screws. Thank you, 3-0. Now, my screwdriver might be a little bit big because it almost stripped. So if you don't have a screwdriver that is the exact fit, it's a little bit big like mine is, make sure you apply a lot of pressure and go really slowly. Oh, I was like, where'd it go? So the battery doesn't go on here. This little green piece comes out and you gotta slide the battery in there. I say slide out, I meant pry it out with your screwdriver and it'll fall everywhere. I don't see an indicator which way the batteries go, so your guess is as good as mine. Just gonna give it a try out of the way. Hope we got that in the right way. Guess we'll find out. No bly. Alright, flip the batteries around. Hopefully that'll do the trick. No bueno. Alright, so that did not work. Or maybe my lights are just too bright. I'm not seeing any light there. I hope it's not broken. Alright, let me flip the batteries back. Or maybe they're not lined up correctly. I think I had the same problem with the Iron Man. Let's see. Alright, hold on. I'm going to turn my lights off. Maybe it's too bright. Oh, that only took 30 minutes to get going. The batteries have to be lined up just right. And it's difficult to do because there's a little prong here that catches the back battery, but no prong for the front. And you would think they have to be lined up equally, but they do not. As you can see, the back one on the left is a little bit lower than the one on the right. And that's the only way I got the light to work. So now my lunch break is over. I gotta go back to work. Who knows when this review will get done. All right, now let's do the back. So this cover here just snaps out, which, wow, it's a little bit easier. Oh, it's a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Got a screw right there in the middle. Again, it is Phillips head. I'm gonna try a flat head in there. Just to, yeah, so that way it doesn't strip, because my Phillips head's a little bit big. I don't feel like going to dig for the right size. Easy release. You gotta stuff a couple batteries in there. Hopefully we'll stuff them the right way. I guess we'll find out. Right now I'm stuffing them with the flat side down. So, oh, whoa! So we're gonna hope that that's the right way. This is a lot easier than that front piece. Oh, looks like I did not put the batteries in the right way because those lights are not lighting up. So now I'm going to put the batteries in belly side down. Maybe that'll work, or better dang work. There's only two ways to put them in. And unlike the other one, it doesn't have a carriage, so I don't have to worry about lining it up properly. All right, so all the batteries are in. Let's test. There we go. Okay. Goody two shoes. Then we will put the battery cover. Oh, you know what I just realized? I just realized that this back piece will cover the button, so you've got to take that off every time you want to turn it on and off. Hopefully at least the battery cover doesn't block it. So you can screw this in, and that back piece is easy enough to come off, so that's not that big of a deal. Now, if you had to screw that off every time you want to turn it on and off, that would suck. I'm gonna leave that off for a second till we get the other battery piece done, so we can have them all lit up. All right, so here's what I'm afraid of: getting this head off. This head is on that ball joint, and like this piece under it, it doesn't feel cheap, but it just feels fragile, and I feel like popping it off, it just feels like it's gonna break. I'm so afraid for this to break. Come on, work with me here. Don't break on me. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, not as bad as I thought. So you gotta unscrew those two screws in there, and that's where your battery is gonna go. Alright, I expected that to come flying off at me, but it did not. Alright, so once you get those screws out, this little piece right here, you just grab it, and it'll come forward for you. Whoop, yep, comes forward. Oh, jeez. And like every other piece, it just flies out and lands on the floor. So be careful, because this piece flew out of here. I don't even know where it goes, so I gotta figure that out. All right, space for, looks like 2 batteries there, 3, we'll figure it out. So I'm beyond frustrated at this point. I thought at first it was me, but it's not. It's poor design. These battery cradles, I was wrong. This one does have the little hook at the bottom, and it stops the batteries from lining up correctly. I spent an hour of my lunch break 2 days ago doing the batteries for his front chest, which I just finished up today. I just spent my entire hour lunch break today trying to do the head batteries. Well, almost the entire, because I did the back. And look at it. Natural sitting, the batteries won't sit in there by themselves. They keep popping out on their own, and it's hit or miss. With luck, I've got it to light up several times, but then by the time I go to screw it in, the batteries shift and it's not lighting up anymore. So you can't screw it in. And this cradle pushes the back battery forward at an angle. It's kind of like it's laying back at an incline. And it's almost impossible to straighten out. And when you do get it straightened out, it only stays for a second. It's ridiculous. 3-0. Love your stuff, but come on. Putting a battery in an action figure is not new technology. It can be done better than this. Look at that angle, how it's leaning back. Getting that back one to sit straight up is nearly impossible. And then when you do, even if you squeeze them in there, whether it lights up or not, is pure luck. And the batteries shoot out everywhere. I've lost 2 batteries already because they shot and rolled, and it's just ridiculous. And of course, now it's not lighting up. In all honesty, I can't do it anymore. I'm just going to go on with the review without his headlights, even though that's probably one of the most important lights, or probably is the most important lights in his face. But I just don't have the patience for it. Like I said, 2 hours on batteries is ridiculous. And look at that, even as it's sitting here, the batteries are slowly sliding themselves up. It's just stupid. That's the only word I can come up with. And I'm pissed because it's way too expensive an action figure to be this complicated just to put batteries in. You should be able to just drop the batteries in and light it up. And I went to put it on and the battery popped out on the inside. So even though I'm not even trying to get it to light up, the battery wouldn't even stay long enough for me to screw it in. I don't curse on these videos, but man, I'm getting close. This is some frustrating foolishness, man. Alright, so I screwed it back in. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't even know how this button is supposed to work. Even if it did, it's not lighting up. Alright, so moving on. Alright, so my lunch break's over. Maybe I'll get a chance to finish this tonight or tomorrow. This thing's turned into a week-long project. So I went away for a few hours, hoping I'd be less angry. I am a little bit less angry, but not as much as I thought I'd be. I'm gonna go ahead and put these pieces back in, and I'll finish the review with the parts that I can get to light up. But it really pisses me off that the head of all places I can't get to light up. Snap the head on. I didn't break it coming off. Hopefully I won't break it going on. There we go. Let's turn on this chest light. And let's see what he looks like. Ugh. How cool would it look if his eyes were lit up right now? Man, this pisses me off. Look how dope that is.